Even small conditions, and makes you have great pain. You see, you offer a glass of water to somebody, they, I don't know what to say. You offer a glass of water to somebody, and the person didn't thank you. Then you get so upset. You get so upset, so angry. So upset, angry. So if you didn't thank, if you didn't thank the other person, so. You give, then the other person didn't think. Other person didn't think. They get so upset, so angry. I think that person is so selfish or something. You see. So Dhammsala. One Korean must be maybe Korean or I don't know, Korean or I don't know, or maybe Korean, I'm not sure. One was a monk. I met in the road, Dhammsala, on the way to Dalit school, the temple. And he did like this. He did like this, and I didn't do like that. I did like this. So I reached I went to see somebody, I think Garrett or somebody at the Dalit school. I went to see somebody. And I met him long way on that mountain, and the road goes to Dalit school, and the temple. I met him there. Then all the way he come back, because I didn't do like this, didn't respond. I did like this. I didn't move my hand, but only one hand. So then he came back, all the way he came back. He said, he got angry. Said, I did you like this, but you did like this. So then I just apologized. I just apologized to him. And then, then, then another story was the same place. I don't think it's the same time, but different time. There was a Dalit school teacher who was killed by the shooting group. So he was, I was down the road at the outside Dalit house, monastery. So he was up there, he was a little bit up. Then he was looking down like this, he was looking at me, but down like this. So I went to Tishita. Up, and I sat down on my bed. Then I said, that's a different story. Then I thought about Dallas Buddhism. Then he's helping me destroy my ego. He's helping me to destroy my ego, I thought. I myself always develop ego, but he is helping me together to destroy my ego, I thought. So then I felt sorry telling this, but but felt the kindness of him. Is more than somebody giving me $1 billion. I mean, $100,000. More kind than somebody giving me $100,000. More kind than that. It's kind, but the feeling of the kindness is different. Giving money. But here the kindness is something very deep. His kindness. Drawing me like this, putting down, looking at me. So together to destroy my ego, he's helping me. So that, kindness is deeper than that. It's kindness. So I thought to make some offering to him, to bring down, make some offering. But sorry, I didn't get done that. Geshe Rabden, he, the other Geshes who criticize to him normally. So there's maybe the library Geshe Mohan Thaji, often maybe criticize Geshe Rabden. So when Geshe Mohan Thaji come to visit him, he offered momo. He offered momo to Geshe Mohan Thaji. Like that. Like we run away. Oh, your enemy is coming. Oh, my enemy is coming, run away. Or hide, or say something else. Don't meet him. Not like that. Oh, really? From the heart. Not political. Political, not political. From the very heart, you have a momo, you respect. Like that. You see? Geshe Mohan Thaji, who teaches at the library. Like that. You respect. You have a momo. You see? Like that. By Geshe Rabden. Just that. So you practice like this. For enemy who criticize, you make best offering, praise, respect. You understand? So that, or like that, we need to practice. Just a few times, and then. Then I so the recognition of suffering or happiness, whatever you recognize, you get habit in that. You get habit in that. So then it increases. Then later, then so much, all suffering, they get habit in that. Then whatever appear, much of it in their life, then brings unhappiness, and the cause of unhappiness. Whatever much of it what happened in their life. There's no happiness in the life at all. Oh, much suffering. There's no happiness. And problem. No, then you very little to have happiness. Then even that you don't have. That's up to your mind, which way you go to habit. Without knowing that, you think it's all came from outside. Came from all outside. So then you get angry. And then need karma, the suffering, like fire burning, becomes so heavy. So that some people like that. So now dalangwa chawais. So that means your appearance become enemy to you. Your mind creates appearance, enemy to you. Your appearance become enemy to you. Rise as enemy to you. So it came from your mind. Your mind habituates everything looking suffering, problem. Nime samje dunganji sivi jinzen so top member to. So the degenerate time sentient beings so much intoxicated by suffering because of the discerning, because the mind is weak. Power of the mind is weak. It depends on this. Power of the mind is weak. Why degenerate time sentient beings so intoxicated by suffering, by problems. So much problem, looking everything is a problem. So due to the weak mind. So therefore enemies, therefore the transference problem, the happiness, the suffering in the path to enlightenment, meaning that is not enemy and the sickness and spirit harm, to not harm you, to not cause obstacle to you, meaning is not stop the disease. You have to understand. Not to stop the disease happening. And to not occur later. Not that at all. What means transforming the suffering and happiness in the path to enlightenment is making them to not become obstacle for you to actualize path to enlightenment. Or that one. Not to happen the disease later or disease or spirit harm or anything. And the other people harming angry to stop now or to not happen in future, not that. So to make the to your suffering, your happiness, or to not become obstacle, to actualize path to enlightenment with you. Oh, that is the practice. What means and utilizing suffering, happiness in the path to enlightenment. Oh, that. Oh. So, how to do that is then one has to stop the mind dislike completely the suffering. and rising the thought like the suffering. Rising the thought like happening the suffering. So thought, see, totally dislike the suffering, to stop that, and rising the thought to like rising the suffering. Oh, so these two thoughts. Oh, then with these two thoughts, then use your life, happiness, suffering in the partnering life. So like this. Dungala touch to meeting with number 10, Imanga, Serichism, Chejang, Gunimaging, Nimichu, Tula, never young Dom Jala. Tempenji Dunga Chita Junior, Seremicho, the Pematamus, into Cheja, Lama Chavos. So how do that? By looking at the suffering, totally dislike, dislike. How much you, what's the English word? How much you dislike to that? Painful. How much you dislike that? And look at this. Look at the. To not like, to dislike. How much you look at Chenrezig, or how much you make it painful, That's what I can say. How much you make it painful to your mind, that one. How much you make it painful to your mind. There's no purpose for that. And so much shortcomings. It has great shortcomings. So think again. From now on, how much suffering happens, I want to make it painful to myself. How much suffering is, I want to make it painful to myself. So you plan that very strongly as much as possible. You courage, you generate strong courage when the suffering comes. To not make it burden to you, to not make painful to you. Or they make strong determination of that, plan that. Then it has no purpose. It has no purpose. And then what Buddha Java tell Gune Mabani, Dungande Joshua, Migawa Chaminguching, Churmituna, Migawa Chini Pamatus. No purpose for that. Why? If you can mend, their suffering, you see, if you can stop, that, then what is the purpose of dislike to that? If you can stop that. Bodhisattva says. If we can stop that, then why you dislike to that? Or do you stop that? Why you possess? I mean, why you make it so much burden to you, when it's painful to your mind? You just stop. You see, but something you can't stop. Something you can't stop. Then, even you become dislike, what is the benefit for that? For example, this house, I want to be gold. This whole center, Chenrezig Institute, with diamond, gold. They cannot. So even dislike, there is no diamond or gold. So it is no benefit. I can't make it diamond and gold. The Chenrezig Institute send, can't be. So there's no benefit. There's no benefit being worried about that. There's no benefit. You can't make it diamond or gold. So what's the benefit? There's no benefit of that. So it's like that. So I think maybe. So maybe time to stop, I think. So before stopping, just few words before stopping. But that will be every initiation, so the time, time to talk. So. Yeah. So the real lojong, real lojong is a real people who accomplish lojong is like suffering. Control the change. Or using no lojong, there's nothing. Or even those who haven't dharma, it's dislike suffering. But accomplish lojong, like suffering, because that brings you to enlargement. You can utilize in the path to enlargement. As I mentioned. That's why you like suffering. The Geshe-Lama going to Kapon outside old Gomba on the cement floor. Much raining, heavy raining. In the front of Tara, there was 2 steps, then the big square cement floor. He fell down, jadag! He fell down. So very heavy, but he found it so happy. His mind, you have to understand that. His mind was so happy. That's the accomplished lojong. He thought he received my obstacle, my life obstacle on him. He thought. Immediately he thought that. He received my life obstacle. So happy. He felt very heavily, but extremely happy. The son of lojong. So happy, peace, unbelievable happiness. Then, Gensamba Ongdi, one of my teachers, I received the Julen, taking the essence, the pill. Where if you live very far, solitary place, then you take, you don't have to make food, you just live on pills, So you don't do 1 day's retreat. If you succeed, then you can, if you are very far places, then you go without, because it takes, if you eat food, then every day spend much time, then also look for food takes a lot of time. So I waste a lot of time, life. So again, he has a watch. Yeah, nothing valuable in the house. So nothing. I mean, for ordinary people, valuable. Material, expensive material, valuable for ordinary people. That's nothing. So he has one watch clock. So when he went for teaching in the temple, when he come up, the thief came, stole the watch in his house. So for ordinary people, that's valuable thing. So he was so happy because he received what he wanted. You understand? He received what he wanted, so he was so happy. Oh, that is the complete lojong. Understand? One like that. So, suffering. They encounter suffering. So happy. Like that. So at the center, in the family, the spiritual center, there are many people who don't like you, who like too much, don't like you, who hate you, and who praise you, put down you, a lot. Okay, that's really you need. Oh, that's what you need to practice Dharma, to practice patience, or to practice lojong. Oh, that like Geshe-Lama goes against him. Oh, like that, like Geshe-Raden. This is where you practice. Oh, it's at the center where you have many people bothering you, not praising, bothering you. Oh, this is a real place to practice Dharma. Otherwise, why are you going to practice patience? You're going to beach? You're going to go out to practice patience, or Tahiti, or what? You go to Mount College, Mount Everest, climb the mountain, practice patience, or that? What? Why are you going to practice Dharma? No place to practice that. Oh, Dharma Center. Oh, there are many people, there are more people who complain you, who are opposite to you, put it down. That's best place. For you to achieve enlightenment fast, to be free from samsara fast, to achieve enlightenment fast, if you can practice Dharma. So it is most important to practice Dharma, patience. Lojong. You have to understand. In Buddhism, you see, engage in a perfect wholesome action, abandon, engage in what? What? What is that? Engage in perfect wholesome action, abandon unwholesome action, subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. That's the essence of Buddha's teaching. That's what Buddha said. Subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. That shows the set where you ascend. There are many people complain you, dislike you. That's the place. That's the place to. They're helping you to subdue the mind. You have to understand. You have to recognize that. They're helping you to subdue the mind. You have to understand. So as I told you, Dalai school teacher. Together, destroy my ego. It's happening. The myself only, dual ego. You understand? On that. And then, then I want to tell you, in the Lojong Tuduma 7.2 transformation, that Lelen Tamde Jilada Gungla Garden Chogom. Lelen Tamde Jilada Gungla Garden Chogom. Put all the blames to yourself. Lelen Tamde Jilada. Put all the blames to your self-chasing thought. Put all the blame to your self-chasing thought. Put all the blame to your self-chasing thought. This is not others, you, yourself. Kula Kadin Chawagum. Towards all the others, maintain all kindness. Towards others, they think of kindness. All the mistakes, all the blames, to the self-chasing thought. Where did it come from? All the blames come from that. All the other people blaming to you come from your self-chasing thought. In the past, self-chasing thought, you blamed others. So as a result, now, others blame you. So whatever others suffering, whatever harm they give you with the body, spirit, mind to you, whatever benefit others to give you is the result of what you did others in the past. What you did to others past. Completely like that. Have to recognize that. So therefore, now, if possible, as Bodhisattva, sincerely think about others, only the happiness of others, cherish others, then then free others from problems, as much as you can. Even you can't, but pray. Then dedicate your merits and your 3-time merits and sentient beings in Buddha's merit. Then pray at least. Like medicine Buddha, all this, pray. Then, then cause happiness to others. That's even you're a non-believer, doesn't believe reincarnation come. This is what purpose of life. This is what you do. Whether you meant it or not, whether you believe or not, whether you believe reincarnation come, even if you don't believe. Okay, here the purpose of life, the non-believer, to cause happiness to others and to free others from problems, to not harm others. To not harm others, that means to not harm others means as a result, others to not harm you. As a result, you don't harm others means others don't harm you. And you cause happiness to others, that means others cause you happiness. So, for example, of course, first thing is like Bodhisattva, only think of others. Like the Bodhisattva. If not that, then as his owner says, be intelligent, selfish. Then you think only your happiness, but to not harm others, so that others won't harm you. And to cause happiness to others, so that others cause happiness to you, benefit you. That's so intelligent, selfish. So someone says, even you're a non-believer, even non-believer, oh, this is the purpose of life. So then I think, that is the really, if you don't want suffering, you want happiness. This is the practice, Dharma practice. This is Dharma. This Dharma, not Mahayana Buddhist, Mahayana teaching, but practice, but this is Dharma. You see, so even this life, you can see the difference. You can see the differences. The karma, result of karma. So, for example, the organization FPMT, or just small myself, to benefit others as much as one can, for making offering to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and charity of sentient beings. So I can see from that karma, able to benefit others more and more, able to make offerings more. I can see that. Karma works like that. So please understand, I don't mean you don't know, but definitely it works like that. Karma works. Like that. So, then then especially if you do Tonglen practice, wow, this, the Tonglen practice, taking sufferings, cause suffering in your heart, and give the self-checking thought, For example, in the road, India, of course, we see so many animals, carrying very heavy, very heavy load, pulling, the buffaloes and the beggars in the road. And so you see in the value on the road, you don't take the suffering in your heart, give it the self-checking thought, destroy. Then you give your happiness, virtue and your happiness to the other, the animal or the beggar. You see that much like that you can do while you walk in the road. This is very, very good, excellent. So anyway, so the so the ordinary mental liberton, then finish other. So when you take suffering with compassion, general compassion to a sentient being, suffering due to ignorance, the suffering pain, suffering change in the order of samsara pleasures, and then pervasive compound suffering, think that, then you take